opening statements and first witnesses today in the Dakota Van Patten murder trial. He's charged with first-degree murder after Melody Hoffman's body was found in Iowa County last year. Investigators say he and Hoffman's ex-boyfriend killed her at Morgan Creek Park in Cedar Rapids before taking her body there. Iowa's News 9 reporter Kaylee Whitlatch has a recap of the trial's first day.
While Dakota Van Patten's defense argues his presence does not mean he participated in Melody Hoffman's murder, a mutual friend of his testifies he confessed to the crime that night, saying it needed to be done.
This real-life horror story.
Video shown in court from cameras at a Cedar Rapids Walmart show Dakota Van Patten, McKinley Louisma, and Logan Kimpton buying a machete, gloves, and other items, hours before investigators say the crime took place. Shortly after, Louisma and Van Patten gave a friend a ride home from work. After that, investigators say Melody Hoffman was picked up by the two men.
Melody Hoffman was beaten. She was bound. She was bloodied. She was restrained and she was held captive by these two men, these two friends, these partners. The evidence will show they then perpetrated the heinous and dehumanizing events that transpired after that.
The defense places much of the blame on Hoffman's ex-boyfriend Louisma and asks the jury if the state has enough evidence to convict Van Patten.
Is his mere presence enough to reach this high burden of beyond a reasonable doubt? That's on the state. Can the state rule out the possibility that Dakota was just there and not partaking in what happened to her?
A mutual friend of Van Patten says at the time she only knew him for a couple of months, but she says he stopped by her apartment on the night of the murder.
He was like, I killed somebody, and I was just confused. I said, what for? Who? And he said, that Melody girl, and he just said it had to be done.
If he's found guilty of first-degree murder, Van Patten could serve life in prison without parole. Louisma is currently serving a life sentence in prison after being found guilty last December. A third man, Logan Kimpton, is scheduled to go to trial for conspiracy and willful injury charges in November. Kaylee Whitlatch, Iowa's News Now.